Feature Friday.
The freshest. Dimash.
Yes.
Extreme breath control.
Yes. Oh, mate, we've been listening to some great singers today.
Or he just forgets to breathe. You know, I love the title of
Do
the
you think
video
if
already.
you're a good singer, or I shouldn't say good singer, if you're an outstanding singer,
Yeah.
I'm just saying just Dimash, I'm just saying anyone like Regine, or let's say Lara Fabian, or who's the Chinese fella? Apologies.
Watching you.
You know, these sort of people are very impressive vocally, and they have made a staple in the singing world. Andrea Bocelli, all these people. Celine Dion, you know. Do you think they'll be good at like holding their breath in the water?
They probably are.
Like, you know, doing, what's the stuff you used to do? Like diving.
Apnea.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Snorkeling with
snorkeling,
yeah.
you know? Do you think they'll be good at that?
Probably.
Because
Yeah, they have to.
sometimes they hold their breath for like 2 minutes. And they're exerting breath out. You know what I mean? That's nuts.
That is a whole work of stamina. I told you that. That is a whole workout.
Do you feel achy when you practice?
Yes,
that?
absolutely. And you not only feel achy on your abdominal area, but the back muscles also feel achy. Your how you enhance
It's
and
like a balloon being
enlarge.
inflated and...
Yeah, how you
deflated.
enlarge your neck and your larynx in order to create, you know, the right type of tension to maintain the notes. You feel achy a few hours later.
Weird.
But after you've done it so many times, you really don't. But you do feel the work though. The work there it's very prominent.
Well, let's have a look at this.
I cannot wait for this. I know this is about to freaking
Breath
blow my
control.
brain.
Go on.
Blow my brain away. I like that jacket.
Yeah, they're gonna keep going. I was about
Ooh,
to say.
that's cool. Or maybe he just forget that he's still human.
I think he's an undercover celestial being.
Very,
That
very
pretends
much
every now and
that
then,
he's
so-
just human.
Let me miss a
everybody
note just to purpose.
Ooh. Oh, he gave up and he carried on. Look at the kid in the background.
Oh, it
But
makes...
look at that posture, though. Look at his posture. He could probably hold that for like more than 10 seconds. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, breathe, dog.
That's freaking 19 seconds. That is bloody
That's
19
it. That's the
seconds.
video done. That's it. It's over. See you later. He won. He wins singing. he wins it. That's it. Thanks for coming. That's it, man. What the? That's crazy. Oh my gosh! What? The?
Said it before, a new chapter.
Oh, yeah.
It's been
He's marked a chapter
That guy,
history.
that guy's
yeah.
writing a new chapter in singing history.
Yeah,
on his own.
absolutely.
We will, like my kids will ask who is the greatest singer when you were alive, and he would be in the one or two.
No, number one for sure.
You know?
Freaking hell.
Like what the hell?
I think, I have witnessed opera singers explain and give classes and how to say it, like unveil the myth behind sustaining long notes, right? And I always thought, okay, yes, the technique makes sense, the mechanics make sense, the logic and the work ethic makes sense.
Yeah.
And now try to replicate that. Like, nothing makes
It's like
sense.
reading a book and
none of that makes sense. I remember, because I wasn't trained in classical music, but there was a chapter in my training where I had to, do a lot of research in classical singing. And, my tutors and vocal coaches would say, with this and that, put this in this place, create the right pressure in certain places. It's not about how much air you're exerting, but how you're implying. And it's all about economy of breath. So you could really hold a long note with a lot of perfect tension in the note, like very sustained, very supported, without having to misuse the amount of air you're exerting. But dude, mastering that is like a completely different game. I don't think, this is the first time for me to have ever witnessed somebody hold a note for 20 seconds.
Go on, let's keep going.
What?
Imagine if it goes longer. What the fuck?
He probably does. It's a 12-minute video. That's the video number 2. That's C sharp.
I like they put the register as well.
That's 10 seconds, okay.
We've seen this.
That's E5. E5.
The guy, it's called Igor Krutoy. He's the pianist.
Woo! F5 up there.
Dude, you won, bro.
Wow.
Zephyr's face is priceless.
Yeah, that was crystal clear. Yeah.
I love the emoji.
But you see, could you see the positioning of the tongue?
It's weird how his mouth shapes.
Yeah,
Weird,
did
right?
you see how he created resonance and was able to hold the twang and the position of the larynx? Obviously, he's incredibly gifted because no male singer can,
Not many, no.
reach those notes and hold them for that long without struggling on some type of like croakiness coming through. But you could really see through that really fantastic spotless technique. It is all about the inner work that's happening. Very little from the outside, but it's just the right type of resonance and shape in the mouth is fantastic. He loves those Fs. Woo! I couldn't even reach a G5. What?
And I think you're a lady.
I think so. Yeah, straight notes. That's pretty cool.
Damn.
Belting in more than one note.
How? Oh, he goes, okay.
Yeah, he changes register. Look how nice and wide that is. Strong. Freaking strong.
Oh, this was amazing, yeah.
This was ridiculous.
At last they sing together on stage. I want them again.
Oh, that's so low, dude. All of them did fantastic. Yeah. See, they all held out for 16 seconds. The 3 of them.
I've seen this.
This is epic. That was just epic. That's a belt. That's a freaking belt.
Oh, I've never seen that. Oh my god. How does that not hurt him? Full chest.
Yeah, that's a D5. He's very comfortable around that range. Is insane.
It's like a movie, bro. Like.
He's freaking kneeling down, people. He's kneeling down.
One breath and head
Yeah,
voice.
head
What
voice
is that head
is
voice
very-
thing?
That is head voice.
Oh.
That right there.
Go on, so
All right, so
explain maybe to like people like me who don't know what head voice is.
head voice is what in for a female singer would be a top soprano. So somebody who can reach ridiculous ranges. But it's softer, it's more rounded, the sound is rounded, there's no edge of twanginess whatsoever. It's all very coming from very resonant, so there is a lot of connection to the chest, and the back and the support in the body works way harder to maintain a warmer sound in a higher range. So he usually can reach those registers on a twang, which is lifting the larynx stiffer and placing them in a set position. With a head voice, you have to work more on the resonance in the mouth and how you're shaping the note. And creating those shapes and sounds is very difficult. I believe that it's easier to reach a head notes, what so-called soprano ranges on a twangy basis, because creating the roundness and the warmness of classical training is way more difficult. What's impressive though in those registers is that you actually don't need a lot of air to replicate and maintain those notes.
I see.
What's really crazy here is that he's a man.
So, mate, what
that's what really is absolutely.
There's a lot of mezzo and
Yeah, sopranos and mezzos. He hits them like they're nothing.
What are the different voices? Like, is there like head voice and then is there like stomach voice? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I learned them with different names. So I learned that there's classical, like a classical setting, opera setting, belt setting, which is like the nice resonant big voice. I learned that there is like crook voice, which is the lower basses. That they sound a bit like they're cooking something. It's like a little bubbly in the note. Yeah. Without constriction though. That's totally different.
All right, mate.
And there's also clean basses.
Right.
And usually singers, depending on the styles, they variate, and there are a mixture of things. Singers don't just stick to one thing.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's very.
I'm
It's crazy.
Don't mind me asking questions. Yeah?
No, go ahead. I feel so cool when I speak about this
No,
stuff.
because I don't know how that's bloody possible. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.